People travel the world to experience life-changing moments, for soul-searching or just want to see what's out there. Imagine Trikytrails as a little itinerary for your next trip. This game plays with 2 to 10 players and I think plays best around the 4 to 6 range to balance gameplay and game length because you don't want to travel with too many people. To keep it simple, discard your whole hand by playing cards that are either matching by suit or number, and using jokers to diversify the game and kind of derail the train that other people are on. Alright, I'm done with this. This can happen in 20 minutes or less by using hand management and would work really well in a family setting because of how simple the gameplay is and how accessible it is and how fun it is to discover the world. Whether it be checking out monuments or seeing animals or just exploring a countryside. And on top of all that, what it actually does is formulate to be a multi-use trivia game to teach you about everything you didn't think you needed to know.
So I do have a sample version of the game, and I will showcase how to play the game with it. Now, usually you could like choose whether you want to do like American set or an Asian set or something like that, and setup is extremely easy here. Now I'm going to do a 2-player experience with me and the monster. So you deal out 7 cards to both players. Alright, and once you've done that, go ahead and draw a card from the top. Now the game is pretty simple. What you want to do is look at your hand and match cards based off symbol or number. So, you know, I'll go first. I have a camera right here, so I'm going to take it, say the title of the card, which is Malawi, and place it down. Now he'll look at his hand, and, you know, he's like, okay, well, you know, I do have the camera option. I don't have a 7, but I also have a couple jokers here. So I'm just, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and just stick to the normal. Let's play like that. Let's put the 40 camera down, Togo. So then I look, and I don't have any more cameras, nor do I have the matching number. So I can either play a joker card, or I can draw from the top and flip it over. And if I have a match, I can go ahead and do that. But you know what? I'm going to play, I'm going to go ahead and play one of the joker cards I have. And I'm going to play the +1. So I'm going to place this down. Now what that is it's kind of like a battle, okay? So now what he has to do is look at his hand, and he has to play a number, or he could play like the !+2, or if he has a +4, he could play one of those. Now if I do play the !+2, it actually ends the battle. And now it actually ends the battle, and you know, you draw up based off how many cards were played in that battle, and then, you know, of course you proceed with what the joker card is. Each joker card offers a different ability, right? And this goes on until your entire hand is actually played out, and first player to lose all their cards wins the game.
I like how educational this game is. Really, the questionnaires help players identify landmarks or cultures. Each card is a new area with a whole new adventure of locations, drawings, or animals. Cards are doubled up as French Tarot, American Poker, and, you know, can be used for multiple ways. And, you know, they could be used for different games if you even wanted to. The simple gameplay is stretched with joker cards, helping NHCs learn the concept of using cards with abilities, understanding that the game can be simply played with a deck of poker cards, and incorporating a theme on top of it. And while I haven't seen it yet, I saw hints toward an AR integration, which looks super neat. What I don't like, and you know, this is just kind of a stretch here just because this game is pretty straightforward. Some of the trivia questions may be extremely hard if someone isn't open or familiar with world flags or geography. It'll definitely come to you in time, especially the educational aspect is really like learning a lot about the world. But at first, it may be a lot harder to get these questions right, especially with how many cards there actually are.
Well, I do love that the cards are educational. I do think that they could look a little busy. You know, you have so much on the card. You have this like alternative poker option on the bottom. You have all the information about the location, the map, the name, and the symbol and the number. And while it's awesome, like there's so much to learn, it can be hard, especially when you're like shuffling and you pull out your cards and you're like, wait, what side's supposed to be right side up? Like, oh man, it's a little dysfunctional.
Because of its simplicity and even the theme that's thrown on top, I think it might be a little too simple and pigeonholed as just like a family friendly toddlers, grandparents, family gathering types of experiences. In fact, even if you were to maybe go out to like Yosemite or a national park in your area, or maybe you're going on a hike and you get up to the ending of this hike and you want to throw down a quick 20-minute game, I could see this being a really fun game to bring along. But of course, this is all subjective and opinion. I know I have more game nights with my friends than I do game nights with my families, so I would keep that in mind. There's not much to dislike because the game is really straightforward. Like I said, there's nothing about the game that is overselling itself. If you're playing this, you know what to expect. It's an easy matching card game with light ability powers and steady game pacing. It's a top tier family game night card game.